Home team. Coming up on the Reds pick. We going over this Caleb McGarry injury and the severity of it and what it means to the team going into week 1 against Tampa Bay. Also, going into the final preseason game of the preseason, what do we have to look forward to going into this preseason game as far as who we want to see make this team and what they have to do on Friday night to get the job done? That's coming up on the Rex Pit.
Shade wrong. Oh boy.
Now if it's a party, I know I slide through. Ain't why me shine with no dime. When I slide through, hey bitch, I'm elevator high. When I slide through, I keep it real, I don't.
Yes, sir!
You know I slide through. Why me shine with no dime? When I slide through,
Home team, home team.
slide through. I keep it real, I don't lie. When I slide through, step up in this bitch like I'm 10 feet high. Ho, I'm just outstanding. That mean that I can't lie. I got the green next to me, call that shit a stand by. It ain't one beat here that a nigga won't find.
Yes, sir! Welcome to the hottest show on a Thursday night, whether anybody knows it or not. Welcome to the Rex Pit. We appreciate everybody for coming through. That's gonna come through when they come through, and we appreciate you for coming through and showing the love that you show when you come through. I got Big Wheel in the house on the docket, ready to spit some hot fire. What's going on with you, Big Wheel?
What is happening? What's happening?
What's happening, man? What's happening, everybody? What's happening? We appreciate the love, man. Always appreciate the support, but y'all make sure y'all do us the biggest of favors and hit that like button and that subscribe button if you ain't done so already. And you're not just doing us a favor, you're doing yourself a favor too, because this is the hottest Atlanta Falcon content you gonna get in the Atlanta Falcon content community. And if you want to continue to get the goods, just the way you like that, you might want to hit that share button too and share this on your respective social media platforms. With that being said, welcome to the Rex Pit, baby. Tonight, we gotta continue the discussion about Caleb McGarry going down, being carted off the field in practice. What's the severity of this injury to the team? How much does this affect us going into week 1? How much does this affect us coming out the gates? Also, is it possible that his replacement is going to be able to plug right on in and fit right on in? We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about whether or not people still on this or fire Raheem Morris bullshit that they own because he ain't starting the starters in the preseason. He ain't playing the starters in the preseason on offense. Everybody's everybody pulling their damn hair out. Everybody ripping off their damn fingernails. Everybody just acting a goddamn fool over this not playing the starters in the preseason. We gonna talk about it. But first, I got to show some love to the loyal compadres and compadres of the channel. Who we got first? A137 Sauce in the building. What's up with your A137 Sauce? He got a cousin that that done found his way into the Lorex Kingdom. A1 hot sauce was in here the other night. Hey man, appreciate all the A1s for coming through. I prefer 57, but he know that already. We got Jonte Rozier in the building. He say, what it do, Blackberry? No C, just a K. See, you know how to spell it. By the way, what's up with your Jonte Rozier? We got Xavier Littman in the house with the red and black. Y'all know how he hold it down. What's up with your Zay? What's up with your Zay? We got Vincent Moore in the house. Ain't seen that name in quite some time. What's going on with you, Vincent Moore? Appreciate you for rejoining us again, man. He said, what's up, home team? Hey, everybody know when you say home team, you don't just say home team. Uh-uh. If you don't know no better around here, when you see my peoples in the chat like Vincent Moore say home team, he ain't just saying home team. No, no. He's saying home team. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Vince Mo, for coming through. We got D. Sloan in the house. What's up with you, D. Sloan? Hope all is well with you and yours, my guy. He's one of the loyal compadres of the Atlanta Falcons Nation. Appreciate you for coming through. He said, what's going on, home team? And Big Will, what's up with you, my boy? Hope everything good in these streets. We got Bernard Cantrell in the house. Bernard Cantrell say home tape, home tape. What it do, fellas? Red and black with the salute in the chat. Yes, sir. Appreciate you for coming through, Bernard Cantrell. Hey, man, y'all make sure when you come in my house, wipe your feet on the rug. Hit that like button if you ain't done so already. And what we going to do is we going to go ahead and get to the conversation. Because I've been trying to figure out for the longest, Big Will. Do this might before we get into these topics, Big Will. Let me ask you this. This is a real question. This is a legit question. Are people gonna start having takes on these sports and sticking to what the fuck they said? Or are we gonna have a colossal group fan base of Tito's and Jermaines and Marlons and fucking Michaels? Are we? Is that what we about to have in the damn in the fan? Is it about to be a giant Jackson family fucking reunion around this motherfucker?
How many times you been watching these sports channels?
Every day,
Okay. And one thing for
every
sure
day.
is gonna be moonwalkers out there for sure. That's that's enough. And what they got there? Can't even get the word out. The Thanos. What Thanos word is?
Inevitable,
Yeah, that. It's gonna
inevitable.
be, bruh. It's gonna be moonwalkers, but because a lot of people don't like to be wrong. A lot of people like to hit you with the see. I told you they want to be first on shit, and a lot of people don't like to be wrong. So it's gonna be a lot of that.
I'm gonna put y'all. I'm gonna put anybody that's listening now and people that's gonna listen in the near future, covering every single possibility that could happen, and not standing on one of them. That don't make you right about something. That don't make you right about something. If a circle of fucking crows was out here right now, what they call a murder of crows. If a murder of crows was out here right now in front of my goddamn truck, and I go and I drop some meat outside this motherfucker, I can tell you now, it's a few possibilities that's gonna happen. They gonna wait to see if I'm gonna get out to pick that motherfucker up to say you look like a bigger, better snack than that damn piece of meat. Or they gonna attack that goddamn meat, they gonna pick it up, they gonna go over there and they gonna fight over it. Or they already over there fucking with a corpse that's already on the ground that already done took their damn attention. I done gave you all of the possibilities of what the fuck these crows about to fucking do. So when they do one of them, and then I go, see, I told you, I told you they was gonna pick that motherfucker up and go fight over it. I also told you they was gonna possibly do the other shit. I also told you they were possibly gonna do all these other things. Just because I say it as a possibility, don't mean that's my take on what's gonna happen. Let me tell you something, boy Blackberry do. I analyze and I make a fucking decision on what I think gonna happen, or what I think something is, or who I think somebody gonna be, or what they gonna do based off of what I've learned about them and about the situation that they're in. And I stand on that shit. I know that there's other variables, there's other possibilities, other avenues, and things that could happen in alternate universes. This, that, and the other could take place. I fully aware of that, but I'd rather tell you what I think is going to happen and what I think something is, and I stand on it. And if I'm wrong if I'm later on, if I'm wrong, I tell you, well, I was wrong, but I made a real good educated guess. I gave you a real good educated guess because it absolutely could have happened.
Well, people know me well enough to know I make a statement and I stand on it. Then when I'm wrong, I come and say shit. I was wrong, and I goddamn adjust my goddamn statement.
And that's it.
That's what I do, folks. Folks already know me.
That's it. When I'm wrong, I will come back and I will make an adjustment on what I said. But I'm still gonna let you know why what I said could have actually been true. Now, now listen, I'm not taking no shots at nobody when I say that. It's not what I'm doing. What I'm
It
doing
sound
is
like it. It
no,
sound like a motherfucker.
I ain't taking no shot. I ain't taking no shot. I ain't taking no shot. But what I am doing though is giving the fan base. See, sometimes I can tell down in the chat based off of what y'all think y'all hear me say, and based off what y'all hear other people say, y'all think Blackberry is saying the opposite of what somebody else said. When I got my own complete take on something, like with this starter playing in the preseason. Over the course of my lifetime, over the course of the period of time that I've been paying attention to football and have been interested in football, I've always had the opinion starters need to get burned in the preseason. And my reason has always been because from my experience, the 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 aspects of the game, the speed of that aspect is different in a real game situation than it is in a practice, than it is in a scrimmage. And the main reason being on offense is because your quarterback can't be touched. That's the main reason on offense. Do you know how how much that dial is turned up in a real game situation on your quarterback on from a defensive perspective? If you don't know, then you're gonna make comments like the one Fresh made last night. Well, that you need to be talking to those players and telling them not to slack off. No, listen. Telling them motherfuckers something is one thing. Them motherfuckers having to go out there and actually mix it up is a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother thing. It's like I said the other day, nerves are a thing for a reason. Because in practice and in practices, you know that you know everything we gonna come out of practice, everything gonna be cold steady. Unless somebody roll over somebody's ankle or something like that, or somebody pull a hammy going on some stale or coming out of break or something. Contact injuries aren't going to occur like that in practice. They don't occur like that in practice. Contact injuries. In a game, when it's time to nut up and shut up, when it's time to lace up and strap up, well, let's just say some offensive linemen, some running backs, and some quarterbacks, and even some receivers have damn near shit their damn pants when they done had to pick up a free rusher to the quarterback, and they done had to try to figure out how to get this motherfucker picked up, or your quarterback and to get his block knocked the fuck off. When you gotta worry about that in a first game situation, it can make all the difference in what happened in the next handful of games.
Well, I've been down with this goddamn star in the preseason shit, but I'm gonna entertain you right now, bro.
I ain't done with it.
Nerves gonna pop up. Hitters. I don't give a damn. That's a part of sport. Nigga, I had nerves every game. Had them butterflies every game. That's why I wanted to be on special teams. So I go knock that shit up out, get ready. Let's go.
Every
It's
game,
just a
bro.
part
Every
of the
game.
game. It's just a part of the game. Like I said, you got to condition yourself of being hit and sucking to the ground. That's the main thing I focus on. That's what shakes everything up. Now, if you not starting them in the preseason, as you say you're not, then hey man, make sure their conditioned on being hit and stuck into the ground. It's all like I said, it's a mental thing out there, man. So you can trick yourself out of a game before the game even gets started. Y'all gotta have your mental right. Long they prepared, I'm not worried about this shit. Long he got them prepared, we come out prepared. Like I don't want them to come out like they did last year, man. Pittsburgh, we came out sludgy. You seen it in the game. It was a boring ass game. It was a
It didn't
boring
look
ass
good at
game, bro.
all.
We
Timing was
looked
off on
sloppy.
routes.
We looked like we went in sync. The damn offensive coordinator didn't know how to goddamn marry the goddamn run game with the pass game. He didn't know how to feed them off each other. All that shit. He didn't look good at all. Kirk Cousins looked like he was off on his time and routes, everything. So it's been like, long you got them prepared, I don't have a problem, dog. But now
Now,
I'm hearing folks want to fire because he ain't starting no preseason. But you knew the nigga wasn't gonna play out in the preseason.
and
Everybody
that's
was
what I
saying
want.
the nigga wasn't gonna. We knew the nigga. As much as I like for them folk to play in the preseason, I knew that nigga wasn't gonna play him in the preseason.
We knew it. We said it before the first snap of the first preseason game. We said it in before that first game. We said be prepared not to see the starters play in the preseason. Now on the defensive side, you got to see some of the front seven. You got to see some of them play.
Yeah,
And
but the main thing you hear me say, don't make your decision off trying to protect from injuries. I don't like that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Injuries gonna happen to period. Injuries gonna happen. It happen in life. Everyday life, motherfucker get injured. You can't make your decision scared to play on injury. You're in the wrong fucking sport. We just gotta have our team prepared in case of injury. Now, if you're gonna make your decision, make it on A. My guys are prepared. I believe I saw what I need to see through this year training camp. I don't need to play them. I can see what I got in depth. I'm cool with that all day long. Just got there, make it be that reason, not to protect from no injury. I don't want to hear that shit.
from what we hear from Raheem and from other coaches in the coaching staff, that's kind of around where they're not saying it like that, but he's pretty much saying it like we taking care, we making sure they really in practice. That's basically what he's saying. So what he's saying, so he's telling us in his own way, I'm gonna have them prepared and ready for game day without them having to play any preseason games. We gonna have to wait and see. All we can do is wait and see. Now, when it comes to um, the fans being in an uproar about this dude got to go and this and all this, listen, I don't agree with him not playing the starters in the preseason, especially on the offensive side of the ball. To take not one snap, I don't agree with that, not one bit. But I reserve my repercussions and consequence hat. I'm gonna leave that in the box until after week one. Because if what he's saying is effective on game day, we're gonna have them ready in practice. Practice gonna have them ready. We doing these 11-on-11s. We doing more scrimmages. We turned up the heat a little bit. Okay, and I hope you got a real good offensive game plan. I hope you play. Now we said this. We said this a while back. Well, I know I said it. I ain't gonna speak for Will, but I said if you're not gonna play those starters in the preseason, no Michael Penix Jr. in the preseason, not getting any snaps from a new. Now he ain't a new center. He done took some snaps from Noozle. He done took snaps from Noozle, but in a real game situation, you're not gonna have him taking them snaps. Okay, well you better be on game one. You better be handing that goddamn ball off to Bajan and Tyler Algier. I better see a lot of Bajan. I better see a lot of motherfucking Tyler in game one. I said that a while back before the preseason started.
Man, y'all know most of y'all heard me say shit. I'm worried more about Zach Robinson than I am the team. Cause I want to see how he gonna lead this young boy out here. Don't have him coming out here throwing 40, 50 times in the goddamn game. Lean on your strength. Then when that backfield is your strength, ease them into the game. Don't have him goddamn sitting there throwing it 40, 50 times, putting it all on his back. No, you got a team of goddamn stars for a reason. You got talent on this offense. It was a reason why y'all didn't worry about the offense in the draft. You got a lot of talent, bro.
Let's show
Get the
some more
ball
love
out of
to
his
the
hand
chat.
quick. Get it out of his hand
Get the
quick.
ball out of hand quick. Let's show some more love to the chat. We got D Coleman in the house. He coming here talking like brothers on South Park. I'm Charlie Murphy. This motherfucker D Coleman. Y'all get your binoculars out and go see and your telescope and go see who Roofy on tonight. Get your ass down, D Coleman. Get your ass down. Who else we got in here that I didn't see before? I think we seen Jonte Rozier, but is it possible to put one of them blocking tight ends over to help the replacement guard out? They're gonna do that anyway. That's gonna happen. That was gonna happen with Caleb McGarrett. Caleb McGarrett. He was gonna
Yeah,
get tight end help.
soon they will start seeing Caleb McGarry get beat. They were gonna start putting tight end out there chipping.
They
Yeah, so
bought
they
Chip.
gonna yeah. Charlie Warner gonna be out there chipping, believe that.
Damn, who got that loud ass truck? That's a damn fire truck. Let me show some respect. My bad, fireman. Let me show some respect. Appreciate your service. That loud ass shit up out of here. But um, plays are designed. Most plays with a tight end chipping on the end, that's usually part of the play design. It ain't just the on the fly the offensive coordinator. It may be in situations where they do see a tackle getting beat a lot, where they start implementing it into some plays. But for the most part, it's part of the play call.
And
Chill,
we
act like you're blocking and release. So you get out there because the ideal is to free the tight end up for a check down. So you got an outlet if your first and second options ain't there.
yep.
And so a lot of the times it's part of the game play, it's part of the play anyway. But I think, like I said, with an offense like this one, you was gonna see a lot of that anyway. Because whenever the play action is in place, you doing everything you can to give your quarterback time on that fake to be able to reposition himself and give himself a proper throw. A lot of times
But
that's gonna come from a chip from a tight end. Go ahead.
I think we forgetting about who we got at offensive line coach. Shit, the last 5 years we had top 10
Dwayne
offense
Lemon.
line.
Dwayne Lemon.
Last 5 years we had top 10 offensive line. I'm not worried about this man having his line ready. He gonna have them ready. They gonna make the right decision. Like I said, I want to see what our offensive coordinator do. Have he grown? I want to see that.
We're gonna we're gonna have a real interesting uh cause I don't know if you call it a conundrum on who's gonna replace Caleb McGarry. Right now, it looks like it's gonna be Wilkerson. Right now, it looks like it's gonna be Wilkerson, who we know is traditionally a guard. Traditionally, he's a guard. Um, I think that says a lot about what not only what we done seen, but obviously what the coaches have seen from Jack Nelson, the rookie, our seventh round pick this year. He ain't looked all that goddamn good in these preseason games. Um, haven't heard anything negative about him in these practices, but in these preseason games, he ain't looked all that good. So it's gonna be a interest. It's gonna be a I don't want to say it's gonna be interesting because it's pretty much we pretty much know the case of it all. But if we have an issue at right tackle in this preseason game, we gonna be making some phone calls. Uh, somebody on this staff is gonna have to try to use their influence. Somebody on this staff gonna have to try to use some influence and try to call in some favors. Maybe try to pull some guys out of retirement or some shit because the blind side of this young man gonna have to be. We gonna have to put as much as we can. We gonna have to put as much focus as we can and make sure his blind side is protected. And with Wilkerson and Nelson and Brandon, and Brandon ain't been getting no burn at right tackle. I don't know, y'all. Will on a scale from
Wilkerson,
one to
Wil-
on a scale from 1 to 10, on a scale from 1 to 10, what's the severity of this injury to the offense? 10 being the most severe.
hey, this is an all-star run blocker right here. That's one thing. Goddamn, Caleb McGarry was top three in run blocking. It's gonna hurt. They gonna hurt a little bit, but how much? Wilkerson first man up. He got first up, and you know what Terry doing? He looking at that cut wire. They got to cut people on Tuesday, so he looking at that cut wire to see what kind of offensive lineman get released. So be looking at that. Get ready for us to bring in a couple offensive line there. But I expect, well, like whatever they decide to do, I expect our offensive line coach to have them ready. So, like we said, we're gonna have that tight end chip blocking on the edge to help on that run game too. Run game gonna get them out there.
Yeah. Uh, uh, um, do you think maybe a heavier dose of Tyler Jill might be something in the cards? Maybe they give Tyler Jill more handoffs than what they were, planning to do initially. It's
They
a
said
it's a
they
it's a
said
it's a
they
good
gonna give
question.
they said they're gonna give Tyler just some more touches. But that's more like wait to be seen. I ain't putting too much weight on them. Just that's wait to be seen. But we'll
Well,
see.
with Caleb going down, do you
That
maybe
only
try to lean more on the power run game than than you initially planned on to. Because with the
I
power run game, you kind of can mask any some deficiencies that might be going on there right now.
I doubt that because they feel like uh your boy Bijan can be a power runner too. So they feel like he an all around back. So I doubt that they'll lean more on Isaiah for that. But you know what I'm saying? It's a wait and see type thing. What I do know, we're gonna see more two tight end set, 12 personnel. We're gonna see more of that. More than probably what they was depending on doing. They probably weren't depending on having that much 12 personnel. But you damn sure finna see it now with Caleb McGarry going down.
Mhm. What's up with you, Dundre Trice? Appreciate you for joining us in the chat. I don't know who John is, but hey, if you're talking about the OG John, from the eye test, he is one of my OG partners. So shout out to him, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for joining us, man. We got who else we got in here that we didn't see? Oh yeah, I seen Michael and Larry and Joseph Texas Boy and Southside. They done came through. The lawyer, the usual suspects. That's what they is. They ain't just the lawyer compadre. They the usual suspects. D Sloan say that's bullshit to fire your head coach over not playing your starters. I'm sure we all wanted to see our starters, but with Raheem implementing game situation type of practices, will have us he'll have us ready week one. And and that's kind of like my whole thing is I don't agree with the shit neither, but to say to fire the guy over it is just it's asinine. It's just asinine as hell. That is not why you fire a head coach. Even if we still go out week one and little sluggish as fuck, you don't fire him for that. That ain't why you fire him. Now, same thing happened last year, right? And we still ended up 6-3 going into week 10, coming out of week 10. We were 6-3. Now, what I will say is that every game count when you trying to win a division, absolutely. And especially when that first game is against a division opponent. Last year when it wasn't against a division opponent. But I bet you we looking at a different situation with we're trying to break a tiebreaker at the end of the year when we got the upper hand with a sweep on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I bet you that Pittsburgh win would have made a hell of a damn difference at that time of year. So that's why we say if every game counts, preparation is the key. Preparation is the key. When we look over our own lives and think about missteps we done had or missed opportunities we had, and we say, well, damn, I could have been more prepared in that situation, and maybe that would have worked out better for me. That's what we're talking about. Preparation is key. It's key. So we gonna see how prepared they are without having Caleb McGarry in the lineup because I do think he's gonna absolutely miss week one. I think
Like I
for
said
sure.
yesterday, bro, you get a lot of this because a lot of folk didn't want Raheem as the coach any damn way. So
Oh yeah. Uh huh.
they looking for reason to get this motherfucker fired. And
They looking for
with the
any
fair
reason.
with the fair weather fans, some of us ATL fans are, bro. That's what they do.
But you know what, Will? It ain't just Falcon fans. I done heard I done
Well,
heard
we already know outside don't like us anyway, bro. We know that.
well no, I'm talking about for other teams. I'm talking about because I remember when Boston had KG and Rondo and Pierce them and Ray them. A lot of damn Boston fans didn't like Doc Rivers. Even after winning the championship, A lot of them was still, man, we gotta get rid of this guy. When Milwaukee won, they
They
most
was right.
recent
They was right about Doc Rivers though. That motherfucker's an asshole.
they didn't say they were right.
that mo- that motherfucker's an asshole.
but Mike Budenholzer in Milwaukee, that fan base was trying to get rid of him even when they was in the process of winning the damn championship.
Yeah.
And you know it because the following year, he got fired right after that season. So it's like for some reason in fan bases, once they grow a dislike for somebody, it is what it is. It's
It-
like that's how I feel
it's
about
very
Snick.
deep. It's very
Yeah,
deep,
it's
boy.
very deep. Cause that's how I feel about Snick with the Braves. Like, look, bro, I don't give a fuck if you want the manager when we want a damn chip. Get this motherfucker the fuck up out of here. Get him out.
Cause he showed me that a couple years ago when he wasn't able to win some games. If he definitely the definition of just scraping. Just be there as a manager to come talk to type, not to intervene when the ongoings of the preparation of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like situation where his guys shouldn't have been swinging for the fences, like a simple bunt or move over type hit would have gotten us a run. I'm like, dude, what you got? What you got going on? But we had simply had bases loaded at one point, no outs, and he had nobody to lay down a bunt, nobody to push the ball to the right side of the field. Everybody swinging for the fence. We had three straight
Right,
strikeouts.
right.
I'm like, the
And,
fuck, man?
but we are everybody watching this shit, saying this shit, bro.
Yeah, exactly. If everybody
Like,
see that except the manager, yeah, that's a problem. That's a
that's an
problem, bro.
issue. That's an issue, man. And not only that, you let your star player get attacked and targeted for what? 3, 4 damn years?
Hold on, Blackberry. My bad. I don't mean to cut you off. Southside.
Now you good. Go ahead.
Southside. So what the hell does the coach be doing when he throwing signs on the side of at the dugout? Why do they look over at the coach when he throwing signs if it's on the batting coach and the players are not snicker? They
Them
got plays
plays.
set up for that, bro.
Them
He's
plays.
putting down signs telling you what to do, telling
Throw
you
them
to take
plays,
this
bro.
pitch, telling you to put a bunt down. They look over there every time. You see, if you ever seen the manager sit there and be touching his ears, stomach, and rubbing his stomach, that bullshit, they throwing signs,
Yo, them
telling them
plays, bro.
what to do. But I'm glad he
Those are
finna
plays.
retire next year anyway. I'm glad he finna retire this season.
Man, get this motherfucker the fuck up out of here.
That's that's the reason they didn't want to fire. He been with the organization 30 years. And our ownership group don't give a damn about them but making money. So long as fans keep showing up, shit, they don't give a damn. They don't give a
Hey,
damn.
one of the highest grossing franchises in team affiliate sports history are the Atlanta Braves. They right up there. They ain't as high as the Yankees, but they up there with in conversation with the Yankees, the Dodgers, and with the Los Angeles Lakers. They right up there in that conversation. So, like Will said, it's about that money only when it comes to them. That's all they care about with them Braves on them, boy. Which granted, that's what the fuck you get into owning a goddamn team for making money. Um, but Xavier Littman, he say, I know it's messed up to say, but I'd rather have McGarrett down for a few weeks than MPJ. We still have our four other starting O linemen. We'll be fine, y'all. Now, see, take into account Xavier. Take this you have to remember something. This injury occurred where and when? When did this injury occur for Caleb McGarry? It occurred in practice. And what did they tell? What have they been telling us that they've done with the practices? They've turned them up a notch.
They ramp them up. They going in practice.
They going in, they ramp them up, right? Now, if your quarterback ain't being touched, but here go your blindside tackle getting hurt in practice. Could it be a result of amping it up in practices? Is anybody gonna acknowledge that? Is anybody gonna
But back
acknowledge
there,
that?
it was a
Oh,
non-contact injury, though, bro.
it was a non-contact injury,
Non-contact.
but
Yeah.
but like I said, non-contact injuries don't happen like that in these practices. See, you circled it right back around for me. Non-contact injuries don't happen like that in practices. These injuries are going to happen whether we like it or not.
Yeah, that's a part of the game.
It's a part of the game. You can't
It's a
control
part of
when
sports.
they happen.
It's a part of sport. You could be playing basketball, go up for a rebound, and roll that ankle so goddamn bad, boy. It's
You
a
can't
part of
control
sport.
when the injury happens. You can't
That's
control it.
why. Yeah. That's why I don't believe in trying to protect from injury type bullshit. No, bro. You know how you want to protect from injury? Go out there and call a play that get the ball out of their hand quick. Get them down. Tell them don't take unnecessary hit. That's how you protect. Let them play natural football though. You gotta play.
But you can't play natural football if the quarterback ain't getting touched.
Hey, we just gonna have to trust that he got a strong mind. Cause they got weak with the quarterback these days. Our quarterbacks get hit back in the day. I ain't giving a damn. You got
And,
hit in practice. You got
you
hit in
got hit.
practice. Yeah.
We couldn't hit our quarterback. Well, maybe your school did, but we couldn't touch our quarterback.
Send me. I was in the hood.
We couldn't
Yo, and the
pump.
quarterback got hit too. Quarterback got hit
But
too.
I don't want people to think what we saying is let your quarterback get hit in the preseason. That ain't what we saying. What we saying is if he knows he's going to be under pressure, that changes the speed now. That changes his thinking process. Now his thinking has to. We gonna see how quick he is on his feet now. Now we gonna see if his processing is what it need to be because he knows he's gonna get that pressure that he can get hit, he can get popped. Same thing with his offensive line. Now his offensive line have to be. We gonna see how they react, how fast they react to things.
Hey, now this is what
All
we
that
gonna see
shit
what the
matters.
my bad.
Go ahead, now I'm done.
I'm about to say that's where we're gonna see what all the classroom work go. You know, they wear them little GoPros on top of their head. Hey, if the coach is keeping it real in practice, like, hey, you know this a sack right here, you down right here. You got to get yourself mentally ready for that one. You hitting the ground right here. We protecting you in practice, but you got to know you hitting the ground in the game. You down right here. We got to see if that mental rep is good as his physical repetition he's getting out there. So for Raheem to be throwing all the scrimmages or whatever, you got to keep it realistic. If the defense is there and they look like a sack, you got to call it a sack. You can't let the play keep going on all that unrealistic shit. Call it a sack.
All right, D Sloan, he done segued us into the next topic. D Sloan say we all know injuries can occur anytime, but it all boils down to our depth to step up when needed. And tomorrow preseason game will tell us what we need to know as far as depth wise. Now going into this week, after last week's game, that was one of the biggest conversations we was having amongst ourselves as a fan base. Was depth gonna be an issue? And I'm asking the question now. Did we prioritize depth enough on offense? Look at every position on offense and ask yourself, was it really prioritized enough this offseason? Was depth prioritized enough? What you think, Will?
It was. We just been unlucky with injuries, dog. We got hit with a double whammy. Your starter and your backup get hurt. Shit. You can't anticipate that. You know what I'm saying? Like we know that they weren't telling us all the way the truth about Storm Norton, but ain't nobody gonna give nobody that type of firepower like that. If they ain't gotta tell you everything, they ain't gonna tell you everything. They ain't giving they ops no ups on them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, it's just like it wasn't an issue until it was. Nobody expect two significant linemen to get hurt right off the top. So now they just got to roll with the punches. But ain't nothing out there right now for nobody to sign. They just got to wait for the get. Wait for them cuts to happen because ain't nobody out there to sign right now. Nothing.
That's why I say somebody gonna have to use some influence and go dial in some phone in some favors or something and get some guys to come up off their couch that done sat down for the past couple years. No more than 2 years. No more than 2 years. I wouldn't take nobody that been sitting down longer than 2 seasons. But I'll be like, hey man, you wanna come out of retirement? You ready? You wanna come back to work for a season? We think we got a team that can win it all. You wanna come win your championship? I'm just talking, I'm just spitballing, some things that they could possibly do outside of, you know,
Yeah, yeah. Will
going
Thread,
after
we ain't
somebody
moving.
already in free agents.
We ain't moving Bergeron. He ain't got. He ain't got that cohesion over there with Jake Matthews. They don't want to mess that up. So he ain't. Don't even think about that. He ain't moving nowhere.
Nah, hell no, he ain't going nowhere.
They'll rather bring somebody in to compete for that outside job than to move Bergeron and have him to restructure his brain to work on the outside. He's different out there.
Dick Raheem and the staff prioritize depth well enough on offense. I'm being I really haven't thought about it until now. And when I
What
look at
what's that?
if they prioritize depth enough on offense this offseason.
They did. The weakest spot we had coming into the offense were the wide receiver group and the offensive line, and they put guys there this offseason. They brought guys in.
Okay, so I look at the wide receiver position. All right. So who's going to be here that wasn't here, in
Seals.
your
I like
opinion?
that Seals dude. I like Seals.
Seals the field, David Seals the field. Okay.
And we keep it seven. Y'all gonna learn to listen to what I was saying. Now. We keep it seven. Watch. It's paying it out for it right now.
You still think we keep it set?
Yes, sir. I'm sticking to it.
Well, as things change with injuries and whatnot, it's definitely a possibility they go to 7 now. Uh, Especially saying Mooney been listed as being hurt all season long, so it's
Yeah,
definitely a possibility now.
Like Jordan Texas boy said down there, we had 10 guys coming back on the offensive line, so the depth was there. They just ain't been showing nothing this
But
whole
that
season.
but after that's what I'm gonna say. After last week preseason game, everybody was saying they think depth gonna be an issue on the offensive line. So is it or is it not? Is depth an issue or not? Did they prioritize it enough?
But you said you asked, did they prioritize? Yes, they did. Is depth an issue right now? Yes, it is.
I said did they prioritize it enough?
Yeah, 10 guys is enough, bro.
Is it enough
Think
if
about it. When you brought the guys you brought in, you wasn't planning on them putting significant time out there. You had your top seven in rotation they was on the team. They were
But
still
is it
here.
enough if you still got to ask the question? If you still wondering if depth gonna be an issue on offense?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. Nobody expected two offensive linemen to go down. Black Bear. Nobody expected that. They not performing right now. But think about it. Last year, the offensive line wasn't performing like that either. But when we came in and they had to come play for the injured players, you can really tell that the guys were injured because they came in to fill the role very well. Because think about it, Storm Norton did not. Storm Norton, we traded for Storm Norton last year, if I'm not mistaken. We traded for Storm Norton, brought him in.
He was part of a trade, I think. We didn't trade for him. Well, I guess you could say we
Yeah, we
traded for him.
yeah we traded for him. Yeah.
He was
So
part of a trade.
yeah, it was a couple guys that
What
we
this
wasn't sure
Southside
about
is it?
in preseason that actually showed up last year.
Michael shoot. Southside say he not worried about Zach Robinson at all. Uh, John T. Jill say the one thing we do know is Todd Bowles is going to blitz the hell out of Penix. Yep, probably on the first. I wouldn't be
That's
surprised.
one thing
I
for
want
sure.
hey, I wouldn't be surprised that we see a cover three all out blitz. I wouldn't be surprised we see a cover three all out blitz on the first play. I
I
wouldn't be
wouldn't be
surprised.
surprised that motherfucker do a cover zero blitz, nigga.
Or zero blitz.
Shit.
I wouldn't be goddamn surprised. Um,
Uh,
Georgia Tech
Todd
one said
Bowles
another thing we
stay
know.
blitzing.
LPJ gets the ball out fast. D. Carver say Wilkerson is gonna have to hold it down. We should definitely find somebody to back him up in the meantime. Oh boy, three daddy in the house. What's up with you, three daddy? Southside say did y'all see Al J on the trade block? You seen Tyler J on the trade block with him?
Nah, I ain't see it, and I don't care. They had him on the trade block. There'd be some dummies to let Tyler out here go. Like I've been saying, they'd be dumber than a motherfucker.
I ain't seen that shit. Tell them
Y'all
where
gonna
to
see
go
how
see
tough
that.
it is. Y'all
Tell them
forget
where to go
Tyler just
find that
soften up.
shit.
Tyler just soften up that defense for Bijan and make it easy for him now.
Tell them where to go find that shit at
Yeah,
Southside.
I need source. What a source
I
at?
need a source, my boy. Three Daddy say, so who gets the blame for the injuries during practicing versus playing in preseason? We all know Raheem gets the blame for the latter mention.
Well, the coach gonna always get the blame. That's something you can't stop. You damn if you do, damn if you don't. That's something you can't stop. Coach and the quarterback gonna always get blamed. But
But that's the
but it's
but
just
that's
like
also why
injuries.
but
What you say?
that's also why you don't fire him for something that damn stupid though.
Exactly.
Because
That's the
that's
reason
why
they
you
don't
don't
sign 1 year
fire him.
contracts. Yeah, that's the reason why no coach sign 1 year contract. Because you're not gonna
Because
fire a coach after 1 year.
yeah, and it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. We know analytics plays a big part of today's football in the
Yep.
NFL. And the analytics show that it's damn near even. The pros and cons balance themselves out on both sides of the argument on playing guys in the preseason and not playing them in the preseason. Because you can use the exact same reasons for each argument. So statistically, he should play him, and statistically, he shouldn't play him. So it really don't fucking matter. That's why you don't fire him. But if they gonna look at analytics about something like your head coach not using two of the one of his two timeouts he got left with 30 something seconds left on the clock, and he does that numerous times, and they go back and look at the analytics. The analytics say coaches that call timeout in this situation are more likely successful to score in this situation than not. This man gonna get fined. If he do some egregious shit like that again, and it cost us a game. So
Yeah, they
that
usually don't fire coaches after 1 year, but you've seen it happen before. But that just
it
means tell the
yeah
coach, go ahead and enjoy that contract money we gave you, because that's just free money we gave you. That's just,
yeah
that's just
yeah.
free money we gave you.
It's fireable. You don't want to. You don't typically see fires after 2 years, especially in Atlanta. But there's such a thing as fireable offenses, and if you do these offenses egregiously, consecutive seasons, don't get fired because statistically, you ain't the right person for the job because you keep doing shit that loses us games. Like learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. That's my whole argument with the with the not with the looking sluggish in the Pittsburgh game because that game counted. So if we would have been able to win that damn game, this a team didn't score not one touchdown on us. If we win that game, that changes a whole lot when it's time to talk about tiebreakers at the end of the season. We all looked at in that Carolina game. Did we not watch that last Carolina game at the end of the season and say they done phoned this shit in?
Yeah, we seen it from the get go. The defense already said, "Hey, shit over with." They wasn't trying to do
Phoned
shit.
it
It was a
in. Do you
shootout from the
think
get go, bro. Whoever get the
it's a
ball
shootout?
first, and whoever get the ball first in overtime, we're gonna win. Carolina won the toss. That was it. We already knew it.
That was it. So every game counts, and when you come out in that first game of the year and you just look dead, because we looked dead, that game could have mattered at that time of year. It could have mattered. What else y'all talking about? D Coleman, he say the severity of the McGarry injury is a 7 out of 10. That's pretty high.
They bumping in the chat, boy.
That's pretty high. Michael say so great available on Tuesday. Get your fucking ass.
We,
You just
I
get
know what
your
that statement. I know what that statement for a reason. He got two on down now. He got two on down now. I've been knowing the hell out of
I,
goddamn Mike.
I skipped the first one. Will the thrill Waddell in the house? The one of the Scottish Falcons. Y'all make sure y'all check them out on Atlanta Falcon Nation when they air. They usually come on at around about 3:30 Eastern PM time. Um, so y'all make sure y'all go check them out when they come on the Scottish Falcons, man. It's always good to get takes from different perspectives from different corners of the earth, man. You'll be surprised how much you got in common with somebody, and you'll also see how you know how different perspectives are drawn from a different lens. So, hey man, y'all make sure y'all check out Will the Three of Whitell and the Scottish Falcons, man, on AFN, man. Appreciate you for coming through, my boy. Who else we got? What we talking about? Vincent Moore. Let's see what Vincent Moore talking about. He said he trying to keep most of the starters healthy and still get some guys ready. It's crazy. Some people want Raw fired. It's the same people that wanted them fired already anyway. Vincent Moore, I promise you, those same people wanted him fired before that. I guarantee you that. D. Culver said, I wish we never hired Raheem. I don't want him fired, though. It's a difference. D. Coleman is a son of a bitch.
He called me a 5 star. That's what he is. Damn
We
asshole.
got one of the lady birds of AFN in the house, Miss Christy Lewis. If you missed it Tuesday night, man, go back and watch the replay. Go back and watch the replay of Lady Birds of AFN. They had the original bird lady on there. Keisha Burns was a special guest on Lady Birds of AFN with Maggie T and the crew. Y'all make sure y'all go to Atlanta Falcon Nation and watch the replay if you haven't seen it already. Keisha Burns she's an inspiration, man, and you gotta hear her story and hear how she just continued to hold it down for the Atlanta Falcons, man, till this day, still holding it down. So y'all go check out Atlanta Falcon Nation, man. Lady Birds of AFN with Keisha Burns, the original bird lady, as the special guest this past Tuesday night, if you haven't done so already. And shout out to my homegirl, Christy Lewis, holding it down in M-I, cricket letter, I, cricket letter, I, hump back, I, holding it down in Mississippi, down there in Mississippi. You know why we say Mississippi? You know why we say it like that in Georgia, Christy? Because most people from Mississippi ain't got no teeth in them. That's my granddaddy joke. That ain't my joke, Christy. That's my granddaddy joke. I promise. I'm just repeating it. That's why they say Mississippi. Shout out to Granddad, man. I miss you, man. Shout out to you, man. We got Southside say that's on bad. That's on batting coaches and players. Not snicker bullshit. Southside, you just trying to get a rise out of us. You just trying to get a rise out of us. Christy, also, what she say? He's hungry signs. Will the thrill? I'm ready for some football. Yes, sir. We ready for some football. Yes, ma'am. We got Blake the Snake in the house. He say, "What's good with y'all? What's up with your Blake the Snake? What's going on with you? Appreciate you for coming through, man." Got Millie Mills in the house. He say, "Home team, what's up with it? What's up with your Millie Mills? Appreciate you for coming through." Got Jay Holland in the building, one of the usual suspects. What's going on with you, Jay Holland?
You got to make that disclaimer before you make the joke.
I should have made the disclaimer. I should have made the disclaimer.
That
Look,
just sound
I
like
should
you
have made.
trying to escape it. You trying to escape it, then that wouldn't sound like.
My granddad is like, "Hey, man." That's why when you people from Mississippi say Mississippi, they say bitch titch. Oh man. Let me see. Blake the State say, real people that play the game understand this happens. Got Brian Peoples up in here. What's up with you, Brian Peoples? He said, "What up, fellas? What's up with you, man? Appreciate you coming through." So the test boy said, "Yeah, also Dalton Risner is available. Me personally, I don't know about moving Bergeron. Rather just sign a free agent to start for 4 6 weeks. Now, hell nah, hell Bergeron ain't getting moved. That's for damn sure." Southside said Jawan Taylor, free agent. That's somebody that got good experience. That's somebody I think Jawan Taylor is somebody you can trust to do his job. That's for sure. I'm not reading that, Michael.
No, I just prefer to wait to cut down than to just settle. Fuck that. Wait to cut down so you can get your pick of the litter, then just settle for something.
Yeah. Because y'all wide receiver depth looks good. We found our RB3 hitting and Norton played a bit last year and played well, and Gwen has been here. Norton going down just wasn't ideal. Well, I mean, a lot of us didn't like Norton anyway. A lot of us thought he wasn't no damn good any goddamn way. So maybe somebody else needed to get the damn opportunity other than him. Just saying.
Brian Peoples in the building.
Just saying. We got Matt Cat Hill going in the house. What's up with you, Matt Cat? They say I feel like Niger will be out longer. They don't want to say because other teams asking price goes up because they know we got to make a move.
I think he's gonna be out at least 6 weeks. He's gonna be 6 weeks out there.
My thing is they got this. Well, if it is to that extent, they got to say it now. They got to come on and say it because they don't want to fuck around have another goddamn
Well, it's the off season. They ain't gonna get hit with it. They gotta, but when the season
real,
starts,
but
they get penalized.
that's what they thought the last time. Remember, but whenever a player has to miss regular season time and you know it beforehand, they have to report it to the NFL. They
Yeah,
have
that
to.
was in the season though. That was in the season during the season. That wasn't the off season. They only
No, I'm
got the
talking about
damn.
if
You know,
they can't. They gotta if they gonna miss. Go look it up. If they gonna miss regular season time and they know it, they got to say something. Because if we look up, just like they just did with Norton, they had to announce him getting that surgery, right? They had to announce him getting that surgery and that he was gonna be missing time. You done had time to look over Caleb McGarry and see what's going on with him. Now, if you don't report that it's as serious as him missing 2 or 3 games, the league is gonna come after him. They have to report that shit. They have to. Now, I don't know if it's to the extent of 6 weeks, but I definitely think he gonna miss game one for sure, possibly even game two.
If they saying he had some messed up with his pectoral, that's at least 6 weeks at the minimum.
Yeah, well, if it's that, because what's that? That's a
That's
what's
your
that? A
knee.
muscle? That's your
Yeah, that's
knee.
that right there around your knee.
Okay, but if it's a strain,
Yeah, that's what we
if it
don't know yet. But by them
yeah
being
it,
so secretive and quiet, it making me feel on the worse side.
yeah, cause it come on. If that's a strain, then he can be back in a few weeks.
Yeah. See, they sound like a nigga trying to get a second opinion. So how they quiet and say, yeah, that when they start with them second opinion type shits and stuff like, yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. Good test was say Delp was there. Who could have predicted the start and the backup both go down? Yeah, but I'm talking about on the offense period, man. On the offense period. I'm not saying that they didn't. I'm just asking the question because last week fans was in an uproar about the depth on the offensive line.
Now, motherfucker, you ask the question at first, then you double down
I,
on it
I,
later. Now,
I'm
the first one
asking the
might have been an
question. It's a
innocent question.
question.
The first one might have been
It
an
is.
innocent question. The second one was definitely was trying to say that they wasn't up on depth. That's what was. That's what I was getting. I was
Oh,
getting that
what?
vibe.
Well, that's what you got, but that ain't what I was putting
Maybe
down.
I felt it wrong. Maybe I felt the energy wrong.
Yeah,
But I was getting that
yeah.
vibe.
That's what you picked up, but that ain't what I was putting down. What I was putting down was I'm legitimate. I'm honestly just asking the question, and I'm asking the question. It's fan driven. This is a fan motivated question because last week everybody was in an uproar about the depth on offense. And then we got players getting hurt on offense that's gonna get meaningful playing time. Did we put enough priority into building the depth on offense? We damn so did on defense. On defense, we went all in on depth. What about on offense? Every time you look up, they bring in another defensive back. Every other goddamn week, all season long, a DB getting signed. All goddamn all season long. We seen a couple offensive linemen here and there. I think maybe we seen one offensive lineman get picked up in the all season. And then we drafted um Jack Nelson. Who else they done brought in on the offensive line? Just saying. Just saying. And I know George Tech boy got a goddamn answer because he a goddamn walking fucking thesaurus for this shit. We got Matt Cat Killer going, oh yeah, we read yours. He said they gotta be making calls now. Yeah, for sure. Dick Coleman said this news will first year as a full-time starter. Keep Lindstrom and Burrow right next to him like he's used to. Right tackle is just gonna have to perform or be upgraded. Yeah, upgraded how though, Deco? We ain't got no money. We ain't got no money. So unless Kirk Cousins waived his no trade clause, that's really the only avenue we got to go get somebody to upgrade that position. Because Caleb McGarrett is an upgrade. He one of the best right tackles in football. And I must share some sentiment from a lot of other content creators. Because I heard fan after fan after fan after fan. Ever since ever since Chris Lindstrom stepped on Caleb McGarrett's feet in that damn skank game. Caleb McGarrett, man, he can't pass block, man. He ain't it, man. We probably need to get a right tackle in the draft. We probably need to draft a tackle in the first round. Some of y'all talking about drafting a tackle in the first round. But now all of a sudden, oh shit, man. Oh shit, Caleb McGarry down. Oh damn, that goddamn Jack Nelson been looking like straight boo 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 foo foo. What we gonna do? Oh shit, come on, man. Make y'all goddamn mind up. Make your man up. Do you think he a good tackle or not? Do you think he a suitable right tackle or not? We've been telling y'all he been the best. In 2024, he was the most consistent offensive lineman, even in Atlanta. Even better than the guy right next to him, Chris Lindstrom. Taylor McGinn was your best offensive lineman last year. Even better than old reliable over there at left tackle, Jake Matthews. We told y'all Caleb McGarry was the most consistent offensive lineman you had on his team last season. We told you he didn't give up sacks like y'all thinking he did. You can count on one hand how many sacks he gave up. And most of them was in the games we saw him get his damn feet stepped on by the best right guard in football, Chris Lindstrom. Chris Lindstrom stepping on his goddamn feet and he give up them damn sacks. The other game was against TJ fucking Watt, the high paid motherfucking defensive player in the history of fucking football. Come on, man. We was telling y'all Caleb McGarry was that dog over there at right tackle. I don't know why everybody wanted to just hang this man out to dry like he wasn't good, like he wasn't no good. But that just go back to what I say about the general fans, they gonna have their opinion.
Yeah, they first feeling
And you
off
can't
on is
change it.
already set. Yeah.
They gonna have their opinion and you can't change it. No matter what they do as players, no matter what we do as content creators, it don't matter. The general fan base gonna have their mind made up with coaches, with players, etc. It's some of y'all out there got y'all minds made up about us content creators, and your mind ain't gonna change. It don't matter. It don't matter how much evidence get put out there that somebody a piece of fucking shit. Y'all still gonna have y'all opinion about them, and you ain't gonna change it. We can try to uplift a content creator, uplift somebody in the community, and say this dude is somebody y'all need to go watch. But because you already got a certain taste in your mouth about him, you're not gonna change your outlook. That's what y'all do with these players too. I'm not here to change your goddamn mind. I don't give a fuck. You can think what you want to think, but the fact of the matter is, now here comes a situation where Caleb McGarry, one of the best motherfucking right tackles in football, might not be available to us for quite some time this season. And now all of you want to goddamn panic and ask questions. Now all of you about depth. We told you this motherfucker meant a whole lot to this damn offense. Caleb McGarry is a motherfucking beast out there. He's a beast. Anytime, and I want to think about something. Anytime you got somebody that deal with what something like Caleb McGarry deal with his heart condition, you better believe they a dog. You better believe they got more fight in them than anybody. They gonna go out there and win every dog fight because they've been fighting for their life all their life.
Yeah, a lot of folks forget about the heart condition you had coming out of college.
That he still
Right.
got it. He got it
Yeah.
for life. It ain't going nowhere. So when we gotta keep that in mind when you talking about what somebody made of, what kind of heart they got, what they really made of. Okay, McGarrett, a goddamn dog, and now this is what it took. It took for him having a injury scare, getting carted off that field of practice for y'all to finally stop and say, "God damn, What the? Oh shit, Caleb McGarry ain't gonna be available. Yo, so now you think about all them damn big runs that Bajan and Tyler was able to have on that right side.
But you wouldn't even think about it like that. The way they used to talk bad about McGee, you wouldn't even
I'm
think about it
telling
like
you,
that.
I'm telling y'all talk so bad about the goddamn man. Y'all talk real bad about him, man. But y'all feeling that shit now, ain't you? Just tell you what, say we had 10 guys returning on the O line. Death was present. Miller Mill say, just use the Ricky. We gonna struggle there anyway. Wilkinson trash, been trash.
Definitely do
Teams
not
know
put
it
that
too.
Rick out there. We gonna get Michael Penix hurt. Put that Rick
And
out
teams know it too. Just develop your own. So 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 you will put Wilkinson out there instead of Jack Nelson.
there. Hell yeah. Cause that veteran gonna know, hey man, if all else fails, just hold that motherfucker. Don't let him get back there. Hold him. That Ricky boy, where he been showing the couple preseason games, shit, he don't even know how to hold a motherfucker.
Yeah, even his holding is suspect. Right? At least try to get away with holding it. You just out there
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
He told him to say, "Yo, Moon ain't ready week one. Seven wide receivers is a strong possibility." Ah, yeah, yep. Will be he will probably be right in that instance. He'll be right. They gonna keep selling if Moon ain't ready. But I slick think the injuries prior to coming into this week, even the Troy Anderson injury. I really think they really just keeping them under wraps and just taking extra precaution with those guys. Because outside of Storm Norton having to get surgery, ain't nobody else been talked about having to get no specialist to look at it or those second opinions or they've been doing individual workouts. They just ain't been able to work out with the team other than Troy Anderson. But I don't know what the fuck they've been doing with him, but everybody else been doing individual workouts. So I think outside of what done happened in the most recent history, in the most recent injury list, everybody else just been extra precaution, in my opinion. That's what I think. Will said I'd R Mooney and keep Nash to replace if needed, but stop seven wide outs. Oh, you talking about like keep Nash on the practice squad? Ted will say the entire offense returned. Three Dudley say that was the issue. Mute yourself while you ain't talking. Will I hear everything going on in the damn news.
What you say?
Mute yourself if you ain't talking. Your damn TV louder than you.
Oh shit, man, my bad.
Three Dudley said that was the issue I had with the offense play. I asked what was the angle of the preseason. The angle of every preseason is going to be to see who is going to fit in on the team that wasn't already there. Oh, excuse me. To see who can be a fit on the team that wasn't already a part of the team. Now, if they take somebody's job, then they just done blew this shit out the damn water. But that's very rare. It's very rare returning starters return and somebody that wasn't there that they trying to make the team end up superseding that starter. That is very rare. But that's because experience means a lot to coaches, especially with players that are used to working in a system, players that know what it is that they are expecting from them. These new guys have to learn what's expected first, and they have to learn how to apply it and implement it in a game in-game situations. So people that's returning, they already know how to do that. That's why in week 1, week 2, week 3, they usually get the starts. That's why we've been saying for everybody that's been hollering for Billy Bowman and Xavier Watts to get the starts, the returning guys in the secondary unit, they know what Raheem Morris wants. They know what he wants. They know what he's looking for. They know what Jared Gray is looking for in that secondary unit. They already know how the system works in the secondary unit. They know what they're looking for. That experience matters. And it also gives these new guys good looks so that they can see, like, if you are gonna take that job in the near future, this is what it should resemble when you out here playing the position. You should resemble something like this, or be better than this, but still resemble it in some aspect. So that experience goes a long way. It means everything. It means a lot. Uh, we got one more topic before we bounce up out of here. Practice scrimmage game, and this is pretty much gonna tie. This gonna tie in everything we done talked about so far. Practice scrimmage game. Practice. I'm gonna paint as vivid of a short picture for all three for you. Practice. Learn the playbook. Learn your personnel. Learn your fellow teammates. Get used to getting catch. Get used to getting passes from this quarterback. Get used to his arm strength, his arm power. Understand what receivers like to do in their routes, how they run, tendencies that they have, where they like ball placement on certain routes. That's what these are things. These are examples of what practice is for. Quarterbacks getting used to taking snaps from centers, understanding how a center understanding how a quarterback likes to get the snap. Quarterbacks getting used to handing off to running backs. Running backs getting used to cadences. Receivers understanding how and where to line up on certain plays. That's practice. All this is practice. Practice is about learning. In a nutshell, practice is learning.
Yeah, and building cohesiveness.
That's part of learning.
That's what it is,
Learning
man.
each other.
Getting them used to playing with each other.
Even for the coaches learning their personnel, coaches understanding everything about their players. How are they gonna be able to use them in the playbook they already got? And if they need to tweak a play or two, or three
You
or
sure
four
that you sure that what the
for their
coaches be doing,
players,
Black Bear?
what you think they be doing?
Oh, that's what they supposed to be doing. What our old coach was doing?
That's what they're supposed to be doing. but Zach Robinson said he didn't know no goddamn about it till the end of the damn season. So I that's what he last should have been doing. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. But then scrimmages. Scrimmages is
Good Texas boy, they're gonna get rid of preseason in a minute. Just wait on it. You're gonna be gone in a minute, boy.
yeah. Scrimmages is the pre-test. The pre-test to the real test. See, in the pre-test, the teacher lets you open up your textbook so you can cheat a little bit for yourself. You go find the answer in the textbook. This is the pre-test. The pre-test is to see if you know how to go get the answer. So in scrimmages, we trying to see if you know how to go put together what we just learned. How have you learned? Have you what's the word I'm looking for? Have you acquired the information and can you implement it to a game to a game like situation. That's what the scrimmages are. And scrimmages, you still kind of learning, but we expect you to be able to learn what we taught you. Now let's see how you put it out there.
Scrimmages is a dress rehearsal. It's
It's a
seeing what
dress
you
rehearsal.
retain. Seeing what you retain.
See, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Did you retain this information and can you apply it? The pre-test.
Hmm.
Now in the game, this is what Coach Unchained meant by when he say the coaching is done. We done taught you. You done learned some shit. We done gave you the pre-test to make sure you done learned the shit. Today you got to put this shit into effect. It's time to hit the ground running. Ain't no excuses on game day. On game day, you supposed to be what's the word of every day? The word of every day, Big Will. On game day, you should be what?
Mentally prepared. You shouldn't be
Prepared.
thinking. You shouldn't be thinking a lot. You should be reacting.
Prepared. You should be prepared. Now you taking the real test. Ain't no textbook, ain't no cheat notes. You taking the real test now. See, now we got to see what you made of. That's why your boy Blackberry say game day is a different speed. It's a different mode. It's a different mindset. Practice is low gear. Scrimmages, they that middle gear before you gotta flip the switch. Anybody know how to drive manual vehicle know what I'm talking about. That middle gear, whether it's the fifth or the sixth gear, before you gotta flip that motherfucking switch. Game day, you in that last gear, it's time to go. We up to speed now. Now it's all about getting there first. Who gonna get to the finish line first?
What speed you got on your other truck? You got 18 speed?
Oh,
Y'all got an old truck, so y'all ain't doing
now
the
the
automatic.
truck I
So we got
the truck I now we ain't got no automatic. The truck I gave back to SF5 was an automatic. But it was a 10 speed too. But my truck I had at Hurricane, that was an 18 speed. That was my first time driving an 18 speed truck.
oh yeah. When you
Got
got to
got
flip. See
two
that I love that though.
got
You
two
ain't got to do that but
switches.
flip that thing.
Got
Yeah.
Yeah, but the guy that taught me how to drive one, he said
How to
man, oh, he
jump
said,
them gears.
yeah,
How to
yeah, how
jump
to
them
jump
gears.
them gears. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't sit there and go through all them motherfucking gears.
Yeah, no. You can jump that bitch at 10 on 10th gear, jump it all the way to 18.
Yeah, jumping all the way to the last gear. It's all about RPM and it's all about your RPM and your speed. All about it. But
Yeah.
so practice scrimmage and game day, man. I hope I explained that to you all in a way where you can understand it. I know some of you heard what I said, but it gonna go in one ear and out the other. I'm sure. Brian, people say that's not true, and Deer is not going anywhere right now. They are teams looking to trade for a running back right now, though. Yeah, I don't know who that said. Southside talking about
Yeah, you
Tyler
way
dude
low,
at a
man. You
trade
way,
block.
nah, he said he came in late and said, nah, it was just team asking about
Oh, he was just bull jiving. Okay,
him. Yeah.
yeah, I'm way up there. I'm way up there.
You
Will
sound
the
like not
thrill
me
said,
yesterday. That conversation go on, you lose. Nah, my screen y'all was goddamn tripping with the comment.
yeah, your
It would
internet was
fuck me
tripping.
up.
Yeah.
And my damn internet, motherfucker.
Will the thrill, what else say? It's fair we could be not against that IDL.
Huh?
I don't know what do you mean by that? I don't know what that I don't know.
And
That
interior
what I
defensive
get for
line.
being
Interior
probably,
defensive
yeah.
line, that what you talking about?
Yeah, until defensive line, yeah. That what I get for not reading the comments earlier. Because say KC was the third team in the South. Southside said, "Yeah, my bad, just isn't on the trade block. Yeah, we know, motherfucker. We know what you. We know you just a goddamn shit starter. We know." Experiment after we get them out the way. Out, what we got? What he say? He said, "Well, first of all, historically, we played terrible against the AFC North. So even prepared properly, it still was a 50-50 chance to win against the Steelers. Hey, history got to start somewhere, man. Y'all keep thinking about how we used to play for. It's a new team every season. It's a new team every season. The team we put together now could be a
The,
could be so dominant that it make all the teams that beat us before in the past look like goddamn peons. You
it
you don't know
always
what we
it,
put. We could be putting together a legit dynasty right now. You don't know until we actually go out there and show you.
Blackberry is black down over there.
Now I'm just trying to read comments.
Oh, you
That keeps
pre reader.
yeah. I'm trying to make sure I don't read no bullshit. Because say that Keisha Burns string would piss you off. She didn't need Carolyn and her BS. Yeah, for sure. Like y'all, if you haven't seen Lady Birds of AFN this past Tuesday with Keisha Burns, I encourage everybody to go watch that show, man. She is a real inspiration out here for real. She's an inspiration, bro. See, I don't go. I go to Falcon games, but I might catch one, maybe two games a year. You got people like Keisha Burns, the original Bird lady, who before she had her health scares, she was at every game. She was at every event. She was like Miss Pam. She just like Miss Pam. They at every event. She hosting events. She doing community work. She nonprofit stuff. That's geared that involving the Falcons. Like man, it's people like Keisha Burns, man. They really make you appreciate what you have because it could be taken from you tomorrow. You got to appreciate what you got. If you're a fan of the team, be a fan of the team, man. Be a fan of the team. But also, if you're a content creator, let people be the fan they want to be. It ain't up to us to tell a motherfucker how to be a fucking fan. That ain't our job. That ain't what we here to do. Just because some of us is content creators taking it upon ourselves to put a damn bow tie, some glasses, and a goddamn handkerchief on and call ourselves the damn teacher out here to the damn masses. That's your goddamn business. That's your fault. You think you somebody teacher or somebody damn professor. The general fan base don't give a fuck about the subtle nuances of football. They just want their Falcons to win. My mama, my mama, Miss Tracy, when the Falcons is doing shit, she talking cash money shit now. When they doing good, man, she the bird lady of her own house. She turned into the bird lady, and that's the general fan base. Not everybody's interested in learning every aspect of the game. If they want to give their opinion, and their opinion might sound a little goddamn off, it might sound like some bull chatter. That's their business if they shit sound crazy. It ain't my job to sit up here and say you shouldn't be. Don't don't comment on shit. Don't
The
make these
real
comments.
the real I said, is that the real Blackberry?
It's the real BlackBerry boy. That's my homeboy John. That's the one. That's my OG
We
homeboy
got we
right
got
there.
to take that C up out of there though. We got to take that C out of them. Now.
Also, yeah, so I don't know what Blackberry he talking about then. He got the wrong guy. He could be talking about anybody. Nicholas Harvey in the house. What's up with you, Nicholas Harvey? Appreciate you coming through. He got the red and black in the chat. Let me call. I'm just finna come on down to the bottom because it look like I'm way up. Nicholas Harvey say, I'd rather go grab a free agent than move people around to uncomfortable position. Yeah, straight up, straight up. I think we all feel that way, especially with
Yeah,
Bergeron.
you
He kick,
way up there, Blackbeard.
he kick ass. Yeah, I ain't no way up there. I ain't gonna. I was
Yeah,
trying to be
they've been
like
going
Madness.
crazy. They've been going
You know,
crazy in the chat. Yeah,
I was trying to do how you know how like Madness do. Madness be goddamn. He be holding his place. It would have been untalked for about 20 minutes. He'll be still up there in the same place and make his way down. I got to give it to Madness. Madness know how to engineer the shit out the goddamn chat. I got to give it to him.
well, yeah, cause he star a certain one then to keep his spot. I be forgetting about that star shit. Star that
Well, yeah,
motherfucker, keep
I
that.
do that too. Yeah, I do that too. Got Will Amy in the building. He's like, what's up with you, Will Amy? He's the hard working man in West Georgia. Don't go forward none of y'all say. And he'll impressive ass young man. He's impressive. Will Amy say, who's starting strong safety? Oh, y'all ain't gonna like my answer. Who gonna start that strong safety with?
Who gonna start though?
They ain't gonna like
Yeah,
my answer.
good question. It definitely ain't gonna be full of ass. It definitely ain't gonna be full of. I say that it might be Helens, and they rotate Xavier Watts in there. I
Y'all ain't
don't
gonna
know
like
though.
my answer, boy.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
Hey, this a good way to go off of it. That's a good first question for the Q and A. Uh,
Who you think it is, Blackberry?
they go to that damn Blackberry smoking crack. Got that good crack too, but that good pipe. I think Jordan Fuller gonna start.
George Fuller might not even make the goddamn team. How trash he been looking out there.
I think Jordan Fuller gonna start week 1.
That'll be
That's
dumb.
what I think.
That's back to last year's defense. Then if you just putting niggas out there because of experience and not because of what they can do. Because
Who we talking about?
Fuller been looking like trash. He's been looking like trash now.
Who we talking about here? We talking about who?
Well,
Who we talking
they
about?
say they changed. They say they changed though, man. So you
We
know what
talking about
I'm
Raheem Moore. We talking about Raheem Moore. That's what we talking about.
saying? Oh
He
man.
going listen. This might be Jeff Uber defense, but it's Raheem Moore football team. I know you got some content creators out
That
there
was a
trying
good
to give.
question, William. That was a good
That was a
question,
good.
man.
That was a good question. But I know you got some content creators out here trying to convince y'all that Jeff Uber running the whole damn team. And you foolish as hell if you believe that stupid shit. This his defense, but this Raheem Moore's team. And if Raheem say we gonna go with the experienced guys first, that's what the fuck gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Now DeMarco Hellams still coming off of an injury. And you can tell that they still being cautious about how much they use him. I think out the gate, Jordan Fuller gonna get started. Somewhere around week 4, 3 or 4, somewhere around week 3, 4, 5. Somewhere around there. Well, that's the bye week. Week 5 the bye week, right? So somewhere around week 6. After the bye week, somebody else will step in
Yeah,
and start
week
it and
five, the
strong
bye
safety.
week. I don't know though.
Yeah.
That's a tough decision they got to make. It better not be no Fuller. Fuck, Fuller suck, boy. That motherfucker suck. Ain't nothing that you can point out that he showed you this all season that put that
Man,
man out there, bro.
that motherfucker suck. That
That
motherfucker
motherfucker
suck.
suck, boy.
All right. Hold on. Wait a minute. What you talking about? Damn phone acting crazy. All right. Who said it? George Table said, damn good question. Might be Halo, Watts, or Fuller. Brian People said Halo. Southside said Watts has not been bad, but he also has stood out like Halams has or did in week 2. Oh, he's saying he hasn't stood out. He's saying he hasn't stood out. Did Culver say Halem? Compliments Jesse well. You don't know. He also said Fuller played his best ball under Rob, but I don't think he's the best strong safety on the roster today. I definitely don't think he's the best, but the best don't always get the start. I think y'all know that by now. Will the Thrill say it takes a damn village to run a football team? Ain't no way this a one man show. Not a chance. That's right, Will. But it's the head
Yeah.
coach team. It's
Hold
his
up,
team at
hold
the
up.
end of the day.
Southside, that make it even worse case for him, dog. If he can't go at second or third stringers, shit.
Damn, Southside actually agree with me about something. Look at there. He say, I think it may be Halos, but I got a sneaky feeling it's gonna be Fuller. You know that's my same. I got the same sentiment. I
I was
think
looking at
it
that
should
last
be
statement.
Halos. It should be the Mako Halos, but I got a feeling it's gonna be Jordan Fuller.
Yeah, what that showed me that we ain't changed at all. Then if Fuller be out there, unless he's showing them something that I don't know, bro.
Brian people say Watts and Bowman can work at strong safety, but Watts is more of a free safety than a strong safety. Now that boy can be either or. He just versatile. He played both very well the same. I guarantee you that. Three Dirty saying, hold on, did this shit take me all the way back up again? Oh nah, Three Dirty was just coming back in. That's what it was. Southside say can't judge Fuller based off playing with second and third stringers. Yes, you can. If he don't look like he covering well, he did a bad job of taking that ball in that end zone. He did a bad job with that. Why you got the end zone on your heels and you still backpedaling? Everything's in front of you. You don't even got your back turned to the quarterback. You can see everything in front of you. Why are you still why are you still in retreat? Because that's what a DB coach will call being in retreat. Why are you still in retreat? It didn't make no sense. He said we got to see Fuller. Now it's kind of crazy that you kind of do got to see him with the starting unit to see if his experience is effective to what we need it to be. I agree with that, and we finna wrap it up, man. Let me see if y'all got some more questions. Prime people say he agree. Fuller gonna start the first 4 games. Yeah, man. I just got a funny suspicion that Jordan Fuller is gonna start week 1. Just got a feeling, and I also got a funny feeling that
He better made a big improvement, man. That motherfucker out there.
uh,
Cause what he doing? Shit.
hey, I also got a funny feeling that D Alpha gonna start at nickel in week 1 too.
Nah, don't be trying to goddamn change your answer. Man. You just said that motherfucker was gonna make the team. Said that
Who
nigga
D
wasn't gonna make
Alpha?
the team, man. Yeah,
D Alpha?
you said D Alpha or goddamn
When I
what
said
his
D Alpha
name
wasn't
was.
gonna make the team? When I said that? You think
When
about
you
somebody
having
else.
when you having your little hissy fit with
Now
him and
I don't have his feet. That one and two. I ain't never said nothing about D Alpha not making the team. I
Bro, you don't
said,
remember him
I
and
said before. Nah, I
what
didn't
the
say
other
D
motherfucker
Hopper.
name is?
Letron Brooks. I said,
Let me
I
tell you,
said
bro.
before last week game, when they signed CJ Henderson on the red pit last week, I was going over who I thought was gonna make the team or who wasn't gonna make the team in the secondary on the defense, on the whole team actually. I did the whole breakdown. I kind of did like a 53 almost, but
All right,
the
so
I never said
when
D
we don't
Awful.
know, we go
I
to the
said
question.
I've always had D Awful starting week one. I've always had him starting week one.
Okay,
Always.
I get you that. I don't know off top.
Nah, yeah, shit,
It
yeah. I
might have
don't
been
goddamn. I don't do no
it might
goddamn
have been
moonwalking.
Clark Phillip and Natron. It might have been Clark Phillip and
Yeah.
Natron. That would have probably been.
Nah, Claude Phillips, I said was gonna be ahead of Natron Brooks on the depth chart. Yeah, that's what I said about Natron and Claude Phillips. Yeah. I don't goddamn moonwalk. I'm a Prince fan. I take Prince over Michael. And here, bro, I take Prince in the Revolution. Give me Prince in the Revolution. I don't do no goddamn moonwalking. I got ass out chaps. That's what I got.
You moonwalk on Natron Brooks. You moonwalk on Natron Brooks yesterday. You do moonwalk now. You
Nah,
just don't
fuck, I
moonwalk
don't.
a lot. You moonwalk on Natron Brook, nigga. You said
Nah, I
Natron
didn't
was
either.
gonna make the team. That's for sure. I heard you say that. The chat was
I
calling your
said,
ass out on that.
I said on last Thursday night on the race pit, I said before the Friday night game, because of the CJ Henderson signing, Natron Brooks might be the odd man out. That's what I said. That's what I said.
Chat, what do you say, chat? Put it down there, chat.
Shit, I don't
Let them know
goddamn lie.
again. Let them know
Y'all
again, chat.
go back and clip what I said before Thursday night. Go back and clip why I say he wasn't gonna make the team. Go back before Thursday night on any of my shows and tell me when I said that Trump Brooks wasn't gonna make the team. Go back, clip it, and tag your boy in it, and we gonna see. I don't do that moonwalk shit. I don't lie. I don't tell lie. I stand on my shit. I stand on my shit. I'm out here getting sick to the motherfucker.
You should have
Yeah,
had you some
Nicole,
black
I
seed
did
on
say that.
Simo. You should have
I
had you
did
some black
say
seed on
I
Simo.
said Nathan Brooks is not good. I said he's average. That's what I said. I said he's not good. He's average. Look at Southside once again.
Look, D.
Not
Coleman
knowing,
got you
not
again. D.
having good
Coleman the one.
comprehension.
D. Coleman the one called you out on the other show. He put your name in the
No,
too.
no, it wasn't. That was Savannah Swag punk ass. That was him. That wasn't D.
Man,
Cole. D.
we
Cole.
can't even pull up the live goddamn chat on the show. Damn, you gonna maybe go find that clip for your ass.
Look at Southside. Not having good comprehension skills again.
What
And
do you
trying to
say?
put made a team back there. That's not a question. That is a goddamn question. That's a fucking is a question. Why is he playing that nickel on Friday then? What Coach Chain told y'all? Coach Chain told y'all he bet you he don't even play on Friday. Raheem say he gonna play at the nickel on Friday. Why they looking at him at a different position?
Cause they're just telling me they trying to keep him on the team. That's what they're telling me.
That tell
They
me
trying
Carl
their
Phillips
best to
is
keep that
that
man
tell
on the
me
team.
that tell me Carl Phillips gonna be ahead of him on the depth chart.
No,
Like I
man.
said. Like I said, like he still is right now. Still ahead of him on the depth chart. Like I said, y'all go, hey, y'all can keep trying to challenge me.
We ain't gonna
Keep
do nothing. I'm
trying.
gonna go. I'm gonna go clip it. We heard you say Natron Brooks ain't making the team. We heard that shit. We ain't.
I just
Uh-uh.
admitted, that last Thursday night, I said he might be the odd man out with the CJ Henderson signings. I said
No, you
that
just said
last Thursday night.
hold on, Blackberry. You just said before then you ain't say he wasn't gonna make the team. You said I ain't say that. Go clip it. Now you saying he might
I
be the
said
odd man out.
before.
Which one is it?
I said before last Thursday. I said go look at any show before last Thursday show. Before the Rex pick last Thursday. I had never said that he wasn't gonna make the team before that. CJ
Look,
Henderson got signed. CJ
D
Henderson
Cole
got
said
signed.
we know he hate Matron Brooks for real.
Hey, look, CJ Henderson got signed in between that. And on Thursday, I said Natron might be the odd man out. When I was going down the list on
Look, Brian People said he
who was
said
gonna be playing,
look what Brian People just said. He said Natron, not Alpha. So you said Natron not gonna make the team. You ain't say Alpha.
I
So
said
look,
Thursday he might be the odd man out. That's what I said. That's what I said. I ain't told that why. That's what I said.
Black Bear, you just said I never said Natron Brooks not gonna make the team. Y'all go back
I
and
did.
stamp
I
it. Now
I
you
did. I
saying
did.
he's the odd man out. That's the same thing,
I
Black
did.
Bear.
No, it ain't because if he on the practice squad, what he on?
He-
He on the team. He on the team. He on the team. If he on the practice squad, where he at? If he on the practice squad, where he
uh,
at? He on the team.
bro, you damn bro.
He on the team. But he ain't gonna survive waivers though. Somebody gonna pick him up.
You
He ain't
cannot
gonna
put
survive waivers.
Natron Brooks. Yeah, you cannot put Natron Brooks on the waiver. He's gone. I promise
What did Cole say? He say black guys from Michael Walker is vitriol towards nature. No, I don't, bro. Listen, let me tell you, every time culture and change, Big Ant, who else? Uh, Magnus. Anytime they hype up somebody who I know they don't deserve the hype they did. They did it with Michael Walker. Well, Coach say he ain't doing it with former number three, but he did a little bit. He did. He tried to go to bat for former number three a little bit, but they did it for former number three. They did it for Felipe Franks. They did it. Coach did it for Richard Grant. Every time, every time they try to hype somebody up to be better than what they really is, I'm the one got to bring them back to damn earth and say he's not that good. Natron Brooks is not that good. He's not. He's not. And where you all are getting it from that he's good, I don't even know. I don't even know where y'all get it from. There's no evidence of it other than this interception he got in last week game. Where's the rest of the proof?
he been making plays the last 2 years, Black Bear.
What plays that?
He just ain't getting no opportunity, dog.
What? Name the
He be the
plays.
main
Name
name and
the plays.
he be the main name in goddamn training camp that they be talking about, bro.
Give me
Oh,
the main
Natron Brooks is
name.
flashing. Natron Brooks is flashing out there. Oh yeah, we know. We gonna keep it a buck. We gonna keep it a buck now.
Give me the main name. Give me the main name they be talking about. Okay. All right. If y'all say so, we gonna see. We gonna see. He gonna say, I think he would see they already picked Penny for what Clark do physical therapy. Southside said, but hold on, Blackberry. If he's not good, how come he was the back cornerback on the team in the Broncos game? He was the what cornerback? The back. What that mean? With the back cornerback? What's the back cornerback?
I guess
What's
you're
that?
trying to say backup cornerback.
Who got more playing time last year? Carl Phillips or Natron Brook?
Shit, I don't know.
Shit, yes, fuck you do. Carl Phillips.
I
You know
don't
who the
know.
fuck.
Shit.
You know who the fuck. You know
That
who the
ain't what
fuck?
we were talking about. We were talking
No,
about
no,
your
no,
ass
no,
saying
no,
he ain't
no.
gonna make the
No,
team.
no, no, no,
That's
no.
what we
Y'all
talking
were
about.
telling no, 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 no. Y'all been with Coach talking about how he better than Clark Phillips and Clark Phillips ain't shit and that Tom Brooks is the shit and he gonna be the number two corner behind
Nah,
CJ beside
I ain't
behind
never said Clark
Mike
Phillips ain't shit,
Hughes.
man. I ain't never said Clark Phillips ain't shit. You don't never
Hey,
hear me
you
say that
were
about
right.
him.
You were right along with them with that bullshit. Yes, you was. You were right
Nah,
along them with that
bro, you ain't
bullshit.
never heard me say Clark Phillips ain't shit.
Little Brian people say he got that interception because JPJ disrupted the quarterback. Bingo. What
That's how
else?
defense work. The front line work with the backup. AJ, how many times AJ Terrell picked out something that the defense disrupted?
Oh, D Cole, but now that's not true. Now I don't really hate Natron. For some reason, Millie Mills has a very disdain of feeling toward Kadarian Hunt. He must have took his girlfriend back in high school or something. I don't damn know. I don't know why I don't know why Millie Mills don't like Kadarian Hunt, bro. I don't know why they don't like Kadarian. But hey man, we gonna get up out of here, man. Hey man, Big Will, go ahead and close it out, man. We finna close this thing out, man. We appreciate y'all coming through and sticking around long as you did.
Yeah, man. Follow me that Will George Reap on everything, man. Catch me at Wednesday nights on everything Atlanta Sport, man. Go to my YouTube page if y'all ain't did so already. Like, share, and subscribe. My YouTube page is Will the Georgia Reaper. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to my channel if y'all ain't did so. And man, catch me on whatever AFN got going on. I got time. I'm there. Y'all already know.
If you got time, it play a little outro. Get a lot, get a little music going in the background for the outro. Y'all make sure y'all continue to support, continue to share and all that good stuff in the comment. Leave your comments in the comment section after the video is over as well, after the live as well. Hey man, we appreciate everybody for coming through when they come through. This has been the Rex Pit, the hottest show on the Thursday night, whether anybody knows it or not. Catch us on the flip side, home team.